what I found for all of you listening out there, if you've been with me at an event, sometimes I'll speak about it, and but this is where it started. So I reached in my bag, and they were little ones. One is for my daughter, and one is for my wife. And some of you out there are like, well, you got a son too, and I'm just about to start one for my son, and it started with my daughter because I wanted her, she was going through times as far as like, being in 6th grade, and she went through the pandemic and, all those things. And I wanted her to know that how much value she had from me as far as her dad. And so I started to write these letters, and what I would do is I'd write, a letter every day. And then at the end of the week on Friday, I'd give her the notebook. She would read it, or sometimes she wouldn't. And then she'd give it back to me, and I'd write 7 more. And what I find in this, and what Craig was saying is, and what we want you to get from this is it's not so much about the person who you deliver the note to. It's about you. And it's amazing because your heart starts to change. Am I correct, Craig?
Absolutely.
Like you start to now, and this was the thing with my daughter. I said to her one day on the way home, I said, I'm proud of you, baby. And she turned to me and she said, why? And I was stumped. And she's like, you say that every day, Dad. Are you just saying it because you want to say it, or do you really mean it? And I'm like, you should listen to your dad and not talk back to me. That's what you should do. You're obviously, you haven't read the verse, don't spare the rod and spoil the child, because I'm about to break out the rod on you. But what happened was I had to get specific. And this is how we, for those of you who knew our business early on, or, in years past, we built our business on being specific, giving specific compliments, because generalized compliments don't mean anything to your wife, don't mean anything to your kids, and don't mean anything to the people around you. But once you start getting specific, then you have to look for those great things, because I know in the morning I have to write this letter, and it has to be specific, because if not, my wife's gangster. She's gonna call me on it. She's gonna
see right through.
She's gonna be like, what? So let's so make sure when you are writing, make sure it's who you are, right, in your language. And Craig and I talked about this. Yep. And that it's very, very, very specific. And it could be 2 lines. Hey, thank you for, drying the dishes yesterday when I washed them. I could tell you this will transform your marriage. I promise you.